It's a sunny day here in Southern California. Not as hot as some of the previous days. Thank goodness. I'm getting ready to go around and look at what's happening in G's garden. Not sure what to expect. I only go out here about once a week and see what's going on. Once again, as I told you before, I am fearful of little slithering critters, so I walk slow. Yesterday I drove into downtown, and in the, how far is it? It's probably no more than 7-8 miles. I saw 2 dead snakes, roadkill, on the road. That's unusual because usually you rarely ever see that. But 2 in one day sort of made me think that, okay, they're out and roaming about. Okay, so let's go on down here and see what we have. See one thing going on. G's got a squirrel trap in there. Got some peanuts in there so the squirrels come in and get the peanuts and they can't get out. I'm not going to say what happens to them after that. But what we found was this past week, something's been nibbling finally on the zucchini. And you can see some of the leaves in there nibbled upon. And a couple of the zucchini that were small had lots of nibbles on them. So we got some tomatoes, and they're growing pretty good. They look pretty good. Still green, but at least that's a lot of progress. Forgot to bring my basket to cut my basil. I'll have to come back and get it. But it's still doing quite well. Another pepper plant disappeared. Remember, this was that one that was, I had the yellow peppers on it. Gone. And what I thought was a jalapeno plant is actually a poblano pepper plant. And it's got a few peppers on it so far. Now, so don't know how far it's going to be before, or how long it's going to be before the critters find it. And notice this cucumber is starting to make a comeback. And I think the only reason for that being is that whatever was nibbling on it took out all the jalapenos and stuff. That's my theory. G seems to think that there's some beetle that's still been nibbling, so one or the two. Hopefully we can get some more cucumbers coming up in there. That looks pretty good actually to me. Let's go on around to the eggplants, see how they're doing. Actually, they're doing okay. See a few of them in there thriving. How long, we don't know. There's another view of tomatoes. Lots of them. Lots and lots of them. I've read someplace that there's some way that you can trim back the tomato leaves so that it will put more of its energy into producing the tomatoes instead of producing more stems. I'm going to have to get G to look into that. Here we are on the other side of the zucchini. This plant was doing very well before. It was doing 3 to 4 zucchini a day. And it's got maybe, I see 1, 2 in there. There's another couple of them, but they're still small. So they cut back a little. I don't know if you can see there. See, that's a nibble from some critter. Let's go look at the pumpkin. I forgot to say, this is week 10 in G's garden. Week 10. Still got a couple of pumpkins in there. So far, so good. Still trying to bloom. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Let's do a 360 and head on back up. I'm going to get my scissors in my basket so I can come back and trim the basil. Poor bay leaf. Oh. Well, hopefully when it cools off, it'll do better.